Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's video where I'll be sharing 8 effortlessly chic summer outfit ideas, recreating some of my favorite Pinterest outfits. Now all the outfits I'm going to share today are very everyday style, pretty casual, very simple, essentially the sort of outfits both you and I actually can recreate really easily with some of our wardrobe essentials or our basic pieces that we might already have in our wardrobe. Also, a portion of today's video has very kindly been supported by one of my favorite makeup brands, Merit. So I look forward to showing you all my favorite products that I'm using a little bit later in this video. But first, please sit back, relax, and let me hopefully inspire you with some easy breezy casual summer outfits. So first up to this beautiful outfit, which is obviously very simple, very tonal. She's pretty much wearing an all white outfit, bar those accents of tan that she's got on. So let me walk you through how I recreated it. So these linen trousers are one of my firm favorites in my wardrobe. They're high-waisted and a fairly wide leg, but not too silly. Now I do think her top that she's wearing underneath the shirt is really nice actually. It's just making a nice V shape. It's quite fitted and tight. However, I don't have one of those in my own wardrobe. So I decided the next best thing would be to just opt for a very simple tank. Then obviously over the top, I'm adding a shirt like the inspiration. But again, to tie in with my pair of trousers, I decided to opt for my linen shirt instead of my cotton one. I'm just a huge fan of linen in general, really, but I do find linen shirts just float and drape a little bit nicer when it's lovely and warm and you've got a little breeze outside. Cotton can sometimes feel a bit more stiff. And I think for my everyday style, I like a little bit of floatiness in there. So then to give the outfit a lot more focus, I've added those accents of tan, starting with the same belt I'm wearing today actually, which really draws the eye in nicely to that waistband. I know lots of you aren't very keen on them, but I do really like those sandals and they do really work with this particular outfit idea. Certainly when you're wearing wide leg trousers, I think you can absolutely carry off a chunkier sandal. And color wise, of course, that ties in really nicely with the belt and then as I finished with the bag as well. Then to complete the look, I added my sunnies and pinned up my hair and voila, that is my finished look. So let me just put them both on screen here so you can compare side by side. What do you think? Do you think I pulled that one off? I'm particularly happy with that look and it's definitely something I will wear throughout summer. Recreating Pinterest outfits number 2. This outfit I actually did a little bit backwards. So I'd got a new coral dress in my wardrobe, so I searched within Pinterest coral dressed outfit ideas, and this lovely outfit idea popped up. Now although there are a couple of different elements in this which I don't already have in my wardrobe, what I did really like is that mixture of the white sat against the coral, which actually hadn't sprung to mind before, so it kind of spurred a few different ideas. So starting out, I added this quite slimline ecru belt, and love that contrast of the two colors together. And as I put it on, I realized it would be quite nice to do a little bit of an up and over with that belt. Now I do really like her sunnies and I think that adds quite a cute and a little bit vintage element, but sadly I don't have any sunglasses like this. So I just opted for the closest I could find in my own collection, which were these ones that are quite round and in brown. I then ran with that ecru theme a little bit more and added another accent with these lovely hoop earrings. They're really lovely actually because they've got little trims of gold that run through them that just kind of catch the light a bit. And then on my feet, I must admit I wasn't sure about this, whether it was going to work, but was pleasantly surprised when I tried it. I went for my pointed toe little kitten heel ecru shoes. And actually once I stand back and you see that overall look as a whole, I think it really works. I do feel very elegant and elevated with this look. It's probably the most dressed up look out of all the outfits today as they're all pretty casual. And I think the shoes make the difference actually. So if you switch those out for a pair of flat sandals, you could absolutely wear that as a casual everyday look as well. So quite a versatile one depending on which shoes you decide to wear with it, but a really nice color combination that's quite new for me personally, but I can imagine wearing a lot throughout summer. So on to outfit 3 that I found on Pinterest, and this time I can credit the creator because I recognize her, the lovely Emma Hill, looking very chic in her summer outfit idea. I love this outfit on her. I think she looks amazing and it's obviously very simple. She's just using a few different wardrobe staples, so I was quite excited to try this one out. So I decided to keep it very classic and just go for one of my favorite pairs of chinos. So mine are more of a stone color, but I think that absolutely works. Then a very easy pick on my top half, I added my my new striped t-shirt that I've just added into my wardrobe. So that already, obviously, chinos and a nice striped tee is a very classic summer outfit idea, and is one that I absolutely reach for a lot as we move through those summer months. I would usually have added a belt with this look, but she didn't, so I rolled with that theme, and then overall I actually really liked the combination together. I don't think you need a belt. And then I just finished like she did with a canvas tote that I had in my wardrobe. Yes, it's not the same, but it gives that same kind of vibe because of that natural fabric. So I think this kind of illustrates when you spot an outfit idea that you like on Pinterest, you absolutely don't have to copy it exactly, because likelihood is we haven't got exactly the same pieces in our own wardrobe. But you can take inspiration from those outfits and do it in your own way. I don't have the same trousers, I don't have the same t-shirt or the same sandals or bag, but overall it's giving that quite classic summer outfit vibe, and one that I really, really love. So hopefully you like it too. So for outfit 4 of my everyday summer outfits, I thought I'd recreate this beautiful look that I found on Pinterest, including the full makeup routine, hence the no makeup look right now. So let me show you the process and see what you think. So as I mentioned, I've just received some lovely new products from Merit, a brand I already use and one I would highly recommend. So I'm going to start with Merit's Instant Glow Serum. Really help lock in moisture and give me that fresh, dewy glow that I'm after. Next up to my hero product, the Minimalist. Now it's described as not a foundation or a concealer, but it will replace both in your makeup bag. And struth does it do what it says on the tin. Now, if you're new to the brand, Merit create minimalist beauty with vegan, cruelty-free, and non-comedogenic products, which basically means they're specially formulated to not clog up any of your pores. So even though I will wear the Minimalist all day long when I'm working, I never feel caked in makeup. So I'm going to go in with the bronze balm now, mainly on those areas where the sun would naturally catch me. Oh, that's really lovely and dewy. I'm going to go a little bit heavier than I would usually, so you can really see the colours, but all the products are buildable anyhow, so you can use as much or as little as you wish. Now, another hero product for me that I already use daily would be the Flush Balm. So I've got this in the shade Cheeky, I've got Stockholm, and this one that I'm trying out today is called Lusitano. I prefer to put it on with a brush, I find that a little bit easier, but you could also just go directly onto your face. How gorgeous is that colour? I love it. Definitely a favourite product for me. Now on my inspirational picture, her lipstick is fairly matte, which is what I tend to wear anyway. And this lovely one that's new in my collection actually will work perfectly. Look at that colour. I love it. Plus, to be honest with you, this is the kind of lipstick I would wear daily anyhow. One more for luck. Okay, let me get my outfit on and then I can show you the complete look. And voila, my look is complete. Now, obviously, I would struggle to recreate her rather amazing looking curly hair, but I do think, thankfully, I've managed to get the makeup right. And actually, this is totally the kind of makeup I wear on a daily basis anyhow, so I still feel very much like me. Now, Merit don't actually do discount codes, but fear not, my lovely subscribers can get up to 15% off an exclusive set if you use the link that I've added in the description box below. Plus, all first orders get a free signature makeup bag, and if you spend over £50, you've got free shipping as well. So hopefully you agree, some really, really lovely products from Merit that have helped me recreate a favourite Pinterest look. So don't forget to click those links that I've added below at the end of this video. Now I should start this next Pinterest outfit by saying this lovely creator always looks very effortlessly chic no matter what she's wearing. So she can absolutely get away with wearing a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and make it look very chic and elevated and elegant all at the same time. So I thought I'd have a go and see if I could recreate some of that magic that she's managed to capture with my own personal style. So starting out with a pair of light wash blue denim jeans, which actually I think is important for this particular outfit idea. Had she gone with something dark, it perhaps wouldn't have looked so spring summery. And also a straight leg I think is really important too. Try not to go for anything too wide. I think you'd lose that kind of spirit of the outfit. So on her top half, she's obviously gone for a classic white tee, which is an easy pick from my own wardrobe. My one is probably a little bit tighter on the arms and a bit more fitted actually on the waist, but I quite like that look because my jeans were just a little bit looser than hers. I think the contrast works. Now I think my default setting with quite classic looks like this would be to add a little bit of an accent belt, maybe in tan, to kind of contrast or make the outfit pop a little bit more. But I actually really liked that she'd gone for a lighter belt, so I thought I'd try it out with my raffia one, and I do really like that look. I think it just adds a bit more of a summery vibe, which I'm definitely here for. Now, although I do have a raffia tote bag with those accents of brown like she has, I actually decided to opt for this one to tie in a bit nicer with that belt, and personally I do like a very giant raffia bag, certainly in the daytime, so this would be very in keeping with my own personal style and my real life as it happens. And then on my feet I decided to elevate the outfit just a tiny bit by going for some block heel sandals that I've got in suede. They're in that lovely caramel colour, which I think just kind of adds a nice full stop to the outfit, as everything else is quite light and neutral. So here you can see my outfit idea and the inspiration. I don't think I could ever look as effortlessly chic as she does, in all honesty. However, I am very happy with this look, and it's definitely an outfit I would wear. Recreating Pinterest outfits number 6, and to a pin that I've actually had in my Pinterest board for quite a long time, maybe years actually. I love this look. With cream on top, I love this look. And it's so very simple. I mean, she's obviously using lots of basics there, which I'm imagining in some color or shape or form, you've got very similar pieces in your own wardrobe too. So it's easy in terms of the elements, but let's put it together and talk you through the process. So first of all, starting with my long satin black skirt, I do think it's quite important to have a long one here rather than a midi length. I do think that's really elevating the look in a very high-low kind of fashion. However, if you've only got a long one in a different color, but the colors will also work with blue and white, I would say opt for that over a midi length. I think it's quite important on the length. On my top half, obviously very, very simple, just opting for my white tank top again. I did tuck that in to make sure that the waistband line is sitting really nice and high on my waist, and that's really helpful to elongate your shape out even more. If I'd left it out, it was going to sit about my hip bone, which would just make me look very long in the torso. And I'm all for making my legs look as long as possible, even hidden by a skirt. So over the top, she's added a shirt, obviously, and left that open. And actually, I think as we get to those warmer months, rather than reaching for some of my denim jackets, which would probably be too warm, just adding a shirt as if it's a jacket is often enough of a layer. So it's a handy one to reach for. Now, although I do have a blue cotton shirt, a blue linen shirt, I decided to add this one in the mix because it's the most drapey one that I've got in my wardrobe, and I absolutely love the feel of the fabric. However, saying that, that is definitely my personal style to go with something a little bit more relaxed and low-key. And if you prefer something a little bit more dressed up and crisper, so to speak, I would probably opt for a cotton poplin shirt, which I think is actually what she's wearing. On my feet, I've gone with those thong black sandals. They've just got a little hint of gold in them, so a nice little bit of detail. And then on my shoulder, to go with that natural element, I've opted for my new bucket bag that I got in raffia. Sunnies to complete the look and hide my tired eyes. And hopefully you agree, just a very easy, everyday, casual look with those little nods to elevate it and make it feel a little bit more effortlessly chic, but without trying too hard. It's still very much my own cup of tea. On to outfit 7 of my everyday summer outfits, and I found this lovely look on Pinterest. Yes, it's very, very casual, but I looked at this and thought, oh, she does look very effortlessly chic. I would love to be able to recreate that kind of spirit that she's got going on. However, if I'm honest with myself, I don't think I've fully managed to capture that spirit, as you will see with the final look. But let me know in the comments if you think I got there. So first of all, obviously, simple black tank top. That's very easy. Most of us have got one of those in our wardrobes. On my bottom half, like this creator, I think it was quite important that you go for a baggy white jean. But I think partly where mine's gone wrong is that my jeans were too baggy. These jeans are actually 2 sizes too big for me, which strangely I did on purpose, wanting a baggy jean. However, now when I wear them, I think, oh, they're just too much. Now, one really cute detail is, of course, that scarf that she's used as a belt, tying that through her belt loops. And I do think it looks particularly cute against that slightly tougher kind of cool girl look going on with her jeans and a tank. However, sadly, I don't have a polka dot one in my collection, so I've opted for this one in black, and the white element is actually just a little lightning bolt running through it. So by using that, I've lost that cute element, and it's probably staying a little bit tougher as an outfit overall. Now, to try and recreate her outfit idea fully, I did try my Ecru kitten heel shoes on with this, but they looked awful, in all honesty. I don't even know if I filmed it. So in the end, I decided, no, keep it back to your own personal style, and waistband. I kept the theme of the pointed shoe, which I think really works with baggy jeans, but I opted for mine in black, which felt much more me and in keeping with the elements I'd used in my interpretation. Overall, it is a very similar outfit to the one I found on Pinterest. However, if I'm very honest with myself and critiquing my own outfit ideas, I do think, sat side by side, she wore it best. Everyday outfits that feel effortless and put together, number 8. And I found this gorgeous look on Pinterest. Now this is actually a lovely creator that I follow called Anouk, and she has a really beautiful style. It's all very low-key and quite relaxed and casual, and yet she does always look very effortlessly chic and put together as a whole. So I started out with a pair of favorite tailored black trousers. These ones are quite high-waisted. I actually really love the shape of these. They've got a lovely fit around the waistband. They skim over your hips perfectly, and then they've got that press crease all the way down the center, and I would say the perfect wide leg on the hem as well. They've just got a gorgeous drape to them. Now I think fabric composition is wool and tencel, but they're very lightweight, so definitely something I could get away with through spring and into early summer. Made a little bit breezier by wearing that waistcoat on my top half. This one that I've got is made from 100% linen. I did size up in this waistcoat actually, which was probably a mistake because it makes it slip a little bit too low, so I just make sure I'm wearing quite a nice looking bra that I wouldn't mind showing a little hint of when I'm wearing it. I love that accent necklace that she's wearing, gives a really nice focal point to that waistcoat as well. So I decided to go for something with a similar train of thought with this lovely necklace that I managed to pick up at the hippie market in Ibiza actually. Honestly, this was one of my quickest purchases I think I've ever made. I walked into the market and I think it was like the second stall that I came to. Really lovely collection of jewelry, and I found this necklace and thought, oh, that's absolutely me. I love it. It wasn't very expensive. It was one of those random finds, and to the point actually that I was with Albert and Walter and they were like, oh wow, I don't think I've ever seen you shop so quick. So yes, adding that into this outfit, I think it works perfectly to give a nice focal point to the top half. Now on her feet, she's wearing those mesh ballet flats, and I'm sure, and please don't be offended with me saying this, but they're just not for me. They make me feel frustrated even looking at them, so I've never invested in a pair. So instead, on my feet, I've gone for my strappy sandals again, which is definitely keeping with my own personal style. And then the other very simple element is to add a little bit of brown into the mix, which I do love, brown, white and black together, but wearing it crossbody does instantly make this outfit feel a whole lot more casual and everyday style. I do love wearing that linen waistcoat in summer, and although I know they were hugely on trend last season, they're definitely going nowhere for this season at all. Probably in 5 years time we'll still be wearing them. So if you haven't already invested in a good one, I shall add a few favorites that I found recently in the description box below. So now if we just have a scroll through all the different outfit ideas, both the ones that I found on Pinterest and my recreated version, hopefully not only does that give you lots of outfit inspiration and ideas, but also it helps you see that when you spot outfits on Pinterest or something similar, you don't have to do an exact look. You can just draw inspiration from that and just create a similar vibe, but something that's more in keeping with your own personal style, which is how I think we should all dress anyhow. Don't forget to click the links in the description box below, both to the outfit ideas I've shared today, but also all that gorgeous makeup that's new in my collection from Merit. I love their products and I think you will too, so do take a look. As ever, I'm really hopeful that you finish this video and feel a little bit more inspired and got lots of ideas in your back pocket of how to style similar pieces that you've already got in your own summer wardrobes. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you again on Sunday. Take care.